like we don't have nearly as many viewers as the other two games right now.
Well, I'll just cheat for you.
Exactly. So you're getting information that burst damage to MMY, dropping down to about 40 HP. Swindlemelons, though, blocked out by that said Fissure from Fly, means that Swindle is now going to die because of it. He actually gives away the first blood to Maybe, as he just had to run down River.
Game, and I think he still drafted a good lineup to be able to fight around the map and stuff like that. So, Swindlemelons, you know, just don't worry, don't freak out about it. But LGD, if I'm giving advice to LGD, keep up the pressure non-stop.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing here in this middle lane, but they may be caught because of it. Swindlemelons is still going to go down as Yao actually gets the snowball effort to be able to finish off the Dragon Knight. Now Moonmeander's stuck in a very bad position. He gets the Shallow Grave, but they're just going to run him down until they can toss him up in the air, or the Tusk. And perfectly timed by Maybe, managing to finish him up the Tidehunter as he runs himself away. The Ice Shards out from our Tusk, but a good Fissure separating both Maybe and MMY. Z-Freak actually ran backwards. Now he's going to be caught by Maybe because of that double kill from Maybe. LGD just running rickshaw all over compLexity in this game too.
Maybe is actually so good at the timing with the toss.
He really is.
They're going to go on Swindle again. He can't survive this combination. This is going to be too much damage for him as the Ice Shards fall at the same time. Swindle does have his boots, but not fast enough at running away as MMY gets the last hit with the Spirits, and he actually
boots if he wants it, or finishes up the wand. Meanwhile, their middle tower does drop because while they were farming that one, Swindlemelons has been slowly chipping away with his ultimate. Swindlemelons gets caught by the snowball. Yao turned around by the Fissure. They're actually going to come in with the relocate play here. Ravage goes off immediately in order to stun these two up. Do they actually have the AoE disabled? Doesn't look like it. Both Moonmeander and the Earthshaker end up going down. Swindlemelons is now trying to run himself away from Sylar as he joins the party. Z-Freak trying to be the target. Oh, actually relocates back to Tiny. Swindlemelons does still get caught by Yao and will end up going down as he can't even run himself away. Ziz did TP in, but once again, Clinkz can't really do anything. No, there really isn't at this point in time. LGD, they've got the Ice Blast ready to go. They've got a Tiny who now has Blink Dagger, so he's always ready to fight and try and get more hero pickoffs. Moonmeander's not going to be getting a Blink Dagger anytime soon. In fact, he's going to be dying to Sylar now as he uses that gigantic movement speed increase between Unstable Current and Phase Boots to just run down the Tidehunter. And perhaps, yeah, he's going to get a free kill on Fly as well. Blocking him out, Relocate's going to come in to make sure there is no escape for Fly, but there wasn't anyway.
Yeah, there's so much gold going the way right now of LGD. Complete map control. It just feels like they're everywhere once.
Z-Freak, full HP, goes for the Shallow Grave, but that just means Maybe says, fine, I'll go for Swindlemelons instead. Brings him low enough that Yao is able to grab the kill.
And now it's 13-1, and that one death being that suicide to the Ancient Creep, or when that typically happens, it's either A, your team's really out of sync because you're just frustrated, or B, you're just playing your own games because you're so far ahead. Like, they probably just weren't communicating that at all because there's no need to at that point.
Maybe, yeah, they toss it in the Tusk. Go for Z-Freak in the background, and Walrus Punch snowballing up. He couldn't even get off the Shallow Grave. This is why Z-Freak full HP Shallow Grave last time. Now the Ravage are going to be able to catch both of the LGD members on their way out, but a really good Ice Blast is going to make sure that Moonmeander pays the ultimate price. And now with Sylar just diving into these tier 2 towers, they're willing to fight compLexity full on. Fly managed to get a really good Fissure there. Ziz is also trying to fight up against the rest of LGD, but they're staying healthy enough that they even get kills underneath the tier 2 tower. Now Swindlemelons comes in, trying to finish off Yao, but it's still not enough damage. As Shallow Grave comes out, Swindlemelons turns to fight. He knows he's dead, and he's just trying to get whatever kills he can, but there's just none to be had. Ultra kill for Maybe beyond godlike. LGD now going for a relocate.
Him off. It's better to go for the 5-man. They've got that Blink Dagger like I talked about on Moonmeander, so this could be the fight where they turn things around.
Yeah, but yeah, he had an Invis rune, and if they get a really good Ice Blast, it may not matter. In fact, they're going to go for Z-Freak in the background, trying to get the double snowball, manages to stun up Z-Freak, but he didn't get hit by the Ice Blast, so he won't immediately shatter. In fact, he's able to Shallow Grave and get back to the base, but yeah, our Earthshaker is not quite so lucky. He's going to be going down. Moonmeander as well as Ziz are going to be running through the jungle to safety. Maybe going to be able to get the kill on Zhao 8. Could be there. Oh my god, they actually ravaged for it.
Yeah,
That's heavy commitment, but maybe that's just what they have to do in order to get themselves on the scoreboard.
a kill is a kill.
League taking objectives, which is exactly what they're doing for this middle tier 2. Now the relocate up to the top lane. They're going to go for Swindamounts. Fly is sitting on the side, though, ready to go with the Fisher. Swindamounts has already been hit by the combination and is going to be brought down with a couple more right clicks. Ziz comes in, trying to threaten MMY, brings him quite low, needs another shot. MMY comes back for the relocate out. He gets it! Is able to get away. Yao in the meantime. Oh my goodness, they even got the Dazzle. This is just...
bare minimum 2 kills with no losses. Like a trade is usually good when you're behind, but not when you're this far behind. You have to get something out of this.
compLexity go for the Roshan pit. That's not there. They do manage to get the jump here on Yao, so they'll chain stun him down. The relocate, they're actually still going to fight this one with 2 Ice Blasts on the side. Fly actually tries to lock down the heroes with the Echo Slam, immediately going for MMY, who will end up dying, and now maybe is very quickly running himself away, actually turns around to go back for Moon Meander and brings him low enough that perhaps Sylar is the one to be able to get the kill. Sylar just mans up against Swindamounts, already taking away his damage. Ziz doesn't have the attack speed to threaten Sylar, so he's immediately cleaned up by the Tiny as well. Zhao 8 now pushing forward as a support, doesn't really care. Maybe a living missile for the Tiny. No, he blinks forward in order to toss the Dragonite back. Gets that kill, now going for Z-Freak as well. Maybe he's got another toss up in 2 seconds. Can he actually stop this TP away? He does indeed. He's still got a stun as well. He can blink forward and try and go for Fly in order to wipe compLexity. As the Ice Blast comes in, Fly is able to die. Give it so. The Soul Chaos is going to be coming in soon for maybe. He will be picking up the Aegis, I believe. Yeah. And really, they could probably get running the gauntlet of the group stage, sitting at a very pretty 3-0, beating Cloud9 earlier in a 2-0, 2 very close games, but coming out on top anyway. And game 1, quite one-sided for LGD. Perhaps game 2 is going to be just as one-sided as they're now taking this tier 3 tower, now going for the melee racks in bottom lane. And no fight from compLexity just yet. They take the tier 2 tower in top lane. The Clinkz does have that Desolator, so he can't actually threaten buildings. Actually, Moon Meander comes forward for stats as well as Blink. Gets a decent Ravage, but there's just no follow-up whatsoever to it. Sylar as well as maybe are now back up to full HP immediately, and compLexity now have no more offense left. In fact, they're going to lose their most offensive hero, Z-Freak, who gets hit by the Ice Blast, is just left to die.
Yeah, with the racks taken and the Tidehunter Ravage used, I think the plan is just to continue to push down, because there's nothing really holding them back anymore. They know the Ravage is down. I mean, at this point, I think LGD pretty much feels comfortable in doing whatever they want. They can smell blood right now. This is their 4-0 game, and I mean, I'm really not too surprised considering how well they played this game.
Moon Meander. Oh my goodness, he couldn't even get up the cliff in time. He had that Force Staff ready to go the whole time, but he needed to make a better escape than just distance. And that didn't even come in time, Sylar. Ags, Phase Boots, hand a minus and a mech, and they are doing exactly what Blitz was talking about. They know Ravage is down, so they might as well push uphill. They've got both a Tiny with an Ags as well as a Razor. These two heroes are incredible power pushers.
Yeah, and with this tower being taken down, they do go for the attempted deny, and compLexity not interested in letting them just win the game, doing whatever they can to hold off. The Clinkz is continuing to just try to farm up whatever items he can, but he doesn't have a TP back to the base, unfortunately, and I think there is still a gem on LGD. No, there actually isn't. So maybe he can just pick off one of the heroes really quickly. I think that's the best possible option for him right now.
Yeah, he's going to try and go for MMY, but MMY does have the Ghost Scepter, so there's a response from him. And now the Clinkz is immediately going to be targeted by both Yao as well as the Ice Blast out from the Ancient Apparition. Ziz does get some distance, but toss forward, Yao will be able to snowball him as well. Ziz locks the corner. Maybe he's going to be able to finish him off with a couple of stuns, and now maybe moves on to the next target. Swindamounts takes a couple of swipes there. Moon Meander moves forward. Between the double damage reduction of both the Breathe Fire as well as the Smash, Tiny's not doing too much. Fly barely able to stay ahead of Sylar there as Dragonite does a nice little loop-de-loop in the middle of the air, but maybe going down as the Ice Shards is going to block out his exit to the fountain. He will fall, and so too does Moon Meander. As Sylar, last couple right clicks. Oh no, the Fisher comes in. Finally, the Plasma Field to finish him off. 3 heroes go down right in front of the fountain, and LGD back up after taking a second lane of racks.
Yeah, they're just looking so dominant while doing so. Maybe just continues to pretty much go in wherever he wants, picking up kills left and right, and 33-4. that was a pretty long fight. Like, he was retired because they keep respawning in time and continue to fight, but LGD is so dominant. They don't even care about objectives. Half the time they're just running into complexity's mountain to mop up kills right now, and with mega creeps at 25 minutes, I mean, we've seen some sick comebacks today and even in the wildcard game yesterday, but 25k lead at this point in the game might be too much. Well, it's...
Yeah,
right.
mega creeps. There's no optimistic way to play this one. It is impossible for complexity to win unless there's some sort of freak lightning storm that somehow kills LGD all in real life, and that doesn't seem to be happening. So
don't doubt. Actually, that's not
don't doubt complexity's comeback. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh, what an echo slam! Yeah, penalty. No. That was okay. All right, Fly's gonna at least get something out of this one. They pick up one kill. That's the Tusk.
There is a rapier on their wisp. He sold everything to buy a raid.
Oh, look at that. MMY. He's thinking of the viewers, man. He's thinking of the viewers. People are going to get those extra items for the Divine Rapier buy. So LGD will now finish out this game with the tiny clubbing away at the tier 4s and eventually the throne.
MMY just planting random wars on the ground now too. They recognized that this was over a while ago. There's just so much pressure on the map at once by LGD, and I mean, if you're complexity, you're going to be a little disappointed with, especially with how this game went.
Yeah, complexity though, to end on perhaps a lighter note. They did, what did they do in their game versus MVP? Did they go 1-1 or 2-0?
They're 2-0, so they're still 2-2. So
yeah, they still have a perfectly fine standing in the group stage. Just obviously being trounced by LGD doesn't feel great. But if they're able to shake this off and move forward, perhaps.